So I was cleaning out my cupboard this morning and I found this old book. It's an old song book and it's got lots of songs in there. Some old songs that I haven't played for many years, haven't even performed them for a long time. So what I thought I'd do is, because it just reminded me of when I was learning guitar, so I thought I'd make a video about 10 songs that has inspired me or changed the way I play. So these aren't new songs, they're old songs when I was first learning, when I was about 15. But they're songs that inspired me, and I heard them and I thought I just had to learn them at the time. And they're songs that stuck with me, but they've definitely shaped how I am as a guitar player. So I remember the first time I got influenced by a guitar. My older brother brought home a guitar that he'd purchased, and it was this shiny, full gloss red guitar. I wasn't allowed to touch it, of course, because I'd scratch it. But I just remember being in awe of this thing. He wasn't even playing anything special on it at the time. I just thought it was so cool, this instrument that he was playing. And I think my parents organised some guitar lessons for me at the time. So my first guitar teacher, or my only guitar teacher that I've ever had in person, he was Adam Eckersley, and he lived in Grafton at the time, and he was doing guitar lessons out of Creative Sounds. It used to be called, the old music shop here. So he played in a blues band around town, which I'd seen a couple of times, and it really inspired me to start playing. My biggest motivator was when I purchased Jack Johnson's Brushfire Fairy Tales album. I loved it. I used to play it all the time, and I made a decision I was just going to learn every song off the album because I liked Jack Johnson so much at the time. I was lucky enough to meet Jack Johnson at a blues fest that my parents took me to in Byron Bay, which just inspired me even more. So I've got 10 songs for you that inspired my playing. The first one is Bubbly Toes by Jack Johnson. It's got a really cool introduction, which I loved at the time because it was something different. It wasn't just a chord, it had this little intro. It's as simple as something that nobody knows, and her eyes are as big as a bubbly toes. On feet of a queen and their hearts in the cot. Her feet are all fested and covered in scars. It's as common as something that nobody knows, that her beauty will follow wherever she goes. Up the hill and the back, the house in the wood. She loved me forever, I know she could. I remember when you and me, how we used to be just good friends. Wouldn't give me none, and all I wanted was some. She's got a whole lot of reasons. She can't think of a single one that can justify leaving. He got none, but he thinks he got so many pop, but he got too much time to waste. Her dreams are like commercials, but her dreams are picture perfect, and her dreams are so related, though they're often underestimated. Something that nobody knows, and her eyes are as big as her bubbly toes. On the feet of a queen of the hearts and the guts, her feet were fested in turbos. And la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. So my second song for you is Flake by Jack Johnson, and I remember playing this one at, I think it was my year 10 variety night at school with a good friend of mine, Will Edgar. I know she said it's alright, but you can make it up next time. I know she knows it's not right. Maybe she knows something and I don't, not so. I'm so tired of trying. Seems to me that maybe you pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, might just let it go. One more from the Jack Johnson Brushfire Fairy Tales album that really inspired me. This one even inspired me to start getting into the harmonica, from G Love, who was a special guest on Jack Johnson's album many times. It's called Mud Football. Saturday morning and it's time to go. One easy, he could better get it on. Loading the back of a pickup truck, riding with the boys and the love, singing songs out of the way to the game, wishing all the things could still be the chain. Someone's over the backstop, the cool on the ball was sort of pop. Well, we used to laugh, but only because we thought that everything good always would remain. Ain't nothing gonna change, there's no need to complain. So the next big artist that inspired me, or it's not so much big because they weren't really pop artists, was Donovan Frankenreiter. He's another surf rock musician, and I've got a song for you called What You Know About. What you know about love? You said our love will be. You said you were my girlfriend, with some girl you turned out to be. I guess you know about leaving, loving and leaving me. You left me for no reason, but you led me to believe sometimes your life can crumble, sometimes your soul might make you stumble, but you can drown in your sorrows, yeah, 'cause you might be found tomorrow. So my next song is from the same artist, Donovan Frankenreiter, another great one, which is Free. We could let this love and be the fading sky. We could drift all night into the new sunrise. Pass me a drink of maybe two, one for me and one for you, and we'll be free, 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 free. Okay, last one for Donovan Frankenreiter off the same album, his first album, self-titled. It's called It Don't Matter. Every day people
I'm taught you, you taught me. Nothing gonna get us down now. Can't you see? I said, if it don't matter to you, it don't matter to me. If it don't matter to you, it don't matter to me. Yesterday I'm what we could be. It don't matter. Getting more what we don't need. It don't matter. Everything unless I'm with you. It doesn't matter to me. Bring it on now, bring it on down to me. Bring it on now, bring it on down to me. Bring it on now, bring it on down to me, baby. Yeah.
All right, so around about the same time as Jack Johnson and Donovan Frankenreiter were pretty big in my world. This other guy, Australian guy, Pete Murray, was around. So here's one from Pete Murray. It's called Feeler.
I got inside my head today, I felt you. Said my imagination's trying to hold you. Responsible for all my ways, I told you. Take me into happy days. Now no, no, but you and I will be always on side in these imaginary fields of love.
So off the same album, Pete Murray released this other beautiful song.
Found myself just the other day in the backyard of a friend's place, thinking about you, thinking of the crowd you're in. You up to where you've been, just thinking, and on the clothes that you wear, and the color in your hair, shouldn't change you. Now you tell me why is it so, you're breathing mighty, Joe, at least you think so. My fingers burn now when I think of touching your head. You have changed so much that I don't know if I can call you and tell you I care. And I would love to bring you down, let your feet back on the ground.
Okay, so this next song is from Jack Johnson again, but it was off a different album, so On and On.
They say Taylor was a good girl, never want to be late. Come play express IDs in her brain. Working on the night shift, passing up the tickets. You're gonna have to pay her if you wanna park it. Mommy's little dancer is quite a little secret. Working on the streets now, I'm never gonna keep it. She's quite an imposition, now she's only wishing that you would have listened to the words they say. Oh, poor Taylor, she just wanders around, unaffected by the winter winds heat. She'll pretend that she's somewhere else, so far and clear, about 2,000 miles from me.
And my last one again is from Jack Johnson from the On and On album called Rodeo Clowns, or Rodeo Clowns.
Open up the doors, yeah, turn on the lights, getting ready for the night. Nobody's romantic cause it's too early for dancing, but here come the music. The bright lights flashing, they cover up the light, cause so many people, so many poppers, so many reasons about. Look it down, up and down, another night on the town. With the big man, money man, better than the other man. He got the plan with your $1,000,000, give a damn when nobody understands. Come running and the bright lights keep flashing. When the people dancing with the clowns, hey. You bring them down, yeah. Rodeo clowns, yeah. You bring them down.
So that's it. There's 10 songs that inspired me to start playing guitar and started me on this journey, because I'm nowhere near finished playing guitar or nowhere near finished learning guitar. I'm learning something new every day. The guitar journey never ends. You can always learn something else on guitar. Thanks for watching. Now go and pick up that guitar.